Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Friday Football Off the Boys. It's week 8. We got our picks and the news of the week. Let's go.
All right, so first up, Zachary has taken the lead in picks on the year at 58 and 50. Christopher and I are 2 games back at 56 and 52, but hey, we are beating Vegas with the spreads. So that's pretty good. All right, Christopher, what do we got this week?
All right, so we're going to start with some injuries. So A.J. Brown, he got ruled out versus the Giants.
Hamstrings injuries they're iffy.
Yeah. Mike Evans, he got placed on IR. There's a chance he's out for the season, but we don't know yet. Might be 6 to 8 weeks, but we'll see. Jaden Daniels, he got ruled out. Brock Purdy, he's still out. Bucky Irving still out. Nico Collins, he got ruled out. He's a huge part of the Texans' offense. Without him, they're going to struggle. Garrett Wilson, he got ruled out. Lamar, he's still out. Kirk Cousins, he's expected to start with Michael Penix dealing with an injury. I forget what the injury is, but
Kirko Chains.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to find out how he plays later today. Ricky Pearsall, he's still out. Calvin Ridley's out. And Christian Watson, he's returning from his torn ACL. So, and Terry McLaurin, he's expected to play versus the Chiefs tomorrow.
About time for him. All right, what else? What are some big stories this week?
Aaron Rodgers, he's returning to Green Bay. His first game playing against the Packers since he left the team.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos, they had an insane comeback versus the Giants, but
they cut the kicker, but then they re-signed him to the practice squad. I don't understand that. Come on, Giants, get it together.
Mm-hmm. And the Jets are still the only winless team in the NFL.
And they are still sticking with what's his face's quarterback? Justin Fields. They're not going to Tyrod.
Tyrod's hurt.
Yes, Tyrod got hurt in practice, right? That's a Jet thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to the picks. All right, we had Chargers-Vikings on Thursday night. The Chargers had a great game there, won big. I picked the Chargers, so I am 1-0 in the week. First game up today, we got Dolphins at Falcons with Kirko Chains in a quarterback. Falcons 7.5-point favorites. We are all on the Falcons, and Bijan Robinson should be running wild on the... What? That's fine. Not a lot of them. Yeah, I think Bijan's going to have a big game again. He's up near the top for MVP, but running backs rarely get it. So, You like Kirko Chains being throwing the ball around with Drake London, Zachy?
Yeah, I hope they connect a lot this game, and it's the Jets, so...
No,
Wait,
the
no.
Dolphins.
Well,
still. Dolphins are almost as bad as the Jets.
Dolphins are almost as bad, so yeah.
Yeah, I can't trust the Dolphins to win this game because Falcons' defense is probably a top 5 defense this year. They've looked really good in their pass rush, but last year their pass rush was terrible, so I think Falcons win.
All right, then we got the other bottom feeder, the Jets at the Bengals today. Bengals -6.5. We are all on the Bengals because the Jets are going to continue to go winless for a while, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Zachy, Bengals going to win big?
Yeah, but I'm just going to pick against the Jets because they stink.
Pick against until they get a win?
Yeah, and the Bengals are also not a bad team because they have a great receiving core, but without Joe Burrow, they're not the same. But I think they'll still win.
Is the Bengals defense going to do anything today? This is the game for the Bengals defense to step up and...
Yeah, I think Joe Flacco and Jamar Chase are going to have another huge game because Jamar Chase did have 16 catches last week. So I think him and T. Higgins are going to have a great game versus the terrible Jets defense.
And Sauce isn't having a very good season either, so
yeah.
Throw it up there. Next up, we got the Browns at the Patriots. Patriots 6.5-point favorites at home against the Dylan Gabriel Browns. We're all on the Patriots together. Drake May, another big game?
Yeah, I think Drake May, he's in the votings for MVP. this year. He's looked incredible with not two great receivers, but he's still getting it done. And I think the Patriots are going to win big over the not so great Browns.
He could be more like the most improved player, not MVP. I'd say something like that. As the second season.
I mean, he's 4-2 this year, so.
Yeah. No, he's having a good year. Next up, we got the G-Men at the Eagles, the rematch from 2 weeks ago. Eagles 7.5-point favorites. We are all homers on the Giants today. I think with no AJ Brown, that's not that he's been doing much this year, but that hurts Jalen Hurts, and he hasn't been throwing the ball a ton. So I think Giants keep it close.
Yeah, I think the Giants are going to sweep the Eagles this year because we did just beat them 2 weeks ago, and the Eagles are pretty banged up. And the Giants, even though they did just lose to the Broncos last week, which we should have won by a lot, Jackson Dart looks great, and Scadavo's going to run all over the Eagles' defense.
All right. I do think the Giants are going to keep it close, but I think Devonta Smith is going to get open down the field a few times for a couple big plays. Exactly, what do you think of the game?
I think it'll be a great run game for both teams, but the Giants pull the win out.
Saquon going to run the ball well today?
Maybe.
We'll
not last game he didn't.
No.
This game, he probably will step it up.
I think they're going to focus on Saquon, get him the ball a bunch. But let's go G-Men and Jackson Dart. All right, Bills at Panthers. Bills 7.5-point favorites. Christopher's the only one on the Bills this week.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to win this game. Coming off a bye week, Kincaid's back from injury this week, so he's been a really big part of their offense, having a great year.
Yes.
And I think I just can't trust the Panthers versus Super Bowl contending Bills team.
What do you think, Zachy?
I think the Panthers will win this game because.
Oh, win it straight up? They're going to beat the Bills? Okay.
Without Bryce Young.
I don't care. They just did beat the Jets, which isn't that hard, and I just think they'll keep it up and beat the Bills.
All right. The Bills are a very good team, but they haven't been blowing teams out. It's been closer games than you think. So I think the Panthers, they could put up some points. The Bills, I don't know, I think it could be a little backdoor cover at the end and win by 7, not the 7.5. So, all right, we got Bears at Ravens. Ravens 6.5-point favorites with no Lamar. I am on the Bears with Christopher, and you are on the Ravens. You think without Lamar another week they're gonna get the win by a touchdown?
Yeah, well, it is the Ravens, so they should win this game.
All right, the Bears have been playing well. Caleb Williams doing well. Swift has had some good games. Dunze and DJ Moore over there. Christopher, you like the Bears? I like the Bears.
I think the Bears are going to beat the Ravens only because Lamar's out this game. If Lamar was playing, it would be a whole different story. But Roma Dunze has been quiet the past 2 weeks, but I think he's going to have a bounce-back game versus the not-so-great Ravens defense this year.
I think we made these picks before they ruled Lamar out, so I think that the spread has changed a bunch, but hey, we got it in at 6.5, so I think that's good. That's good for us. 49ers at Texans. Texans 1.5-point favorites. Both teams banged up this week. Zachary's the only one on the Texans. No Nico Collins. Think they can beat out Christian McCaffrey? Stop him?
Yeah, I think the 49ers defense won't have a good game without Fred Warner for the rest of the year. And they traded their best corner in the offseason, so yeah, I think the Texans will just pull off the win.
The 49ers just next man up. They get it done. They got Kittle back last week. I think the 49ers are going to go on a little bit of a run, especially if they get Pearsall back maybe next week.
Yeah, I think the 49ers are going to win this game because the Texans not doing great this year, and also Nico Collins is out. So I think the 49ers are just going to destroy the Texans this game. I think the 49ers should be favorited this game because even though they are really banged up, they still are 4-2, I think, maybe 5-1. but they're doing really good this year.
They are. All right, we got Bucks at Saints next. We are all on the 3.5 point favorite Bucks. They're still banged up at receiver like they've been most of the year, but yeah, I think the Baker Mayfield's having a great season, MVP candidate. No Bucky Irving again, but Rashad White's playing great. You like Baker and the Bucks? Keep it rolling. Chris, you like him too?
Yeah, I think without Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, Emeka Ibuka is going to have a great game versus the Saints because the Saints are not doing good this year. And even though Spencer Rattler, he hasn't looked terrible, it's just their overall team is not good.
Contain Kamara and Olave and just get the win. Unless Taysom Hill does something crazy, right? Which he could.
You never know.
I think Taysom Hill. I think he runs it into the end zone today. I think they'll do something tricky at the goal line 1. So bet a Taysom Hill anytime touchdown. All right, we got Cowboys and Broncos. Broncos 3.5 point favorites against the explosive offense of the Cowboys. Christopher, you like Bo Nix and the Broncos. You love the Broncos this year.
Yeah. I think the Broncos are gonna. I think this is gonna be an offensive shootout, but I think it's gonna come down to last team with the ball, and I think the Broncos are gonna win this game because the Cowboys' defense is terrible.
This is true.
And I believe in Bo Nix this week, but he hasn't looked too bad this year. But versus the Cowboys, anything can go.
Probably going to need to put up 30 plus again,
2
games in a row. But hopefully, don't wait until the fourth quarter to do it. But I think the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb and Pickens going to get the win here, right, Zachy? Dak going to throw the ball a ton today.
Throw it up.
Throw it up.
One of them will catch it.
Yeah, they do. They usually do. Next, we got the lowly Titans at the Colts. Colts 13.5 point favorites. Zachary, you're the only one on the Titans. Yeah. Why do you like the Titans?
The Colts have been too hot this year, and I don't think they're really that good.
You're going with Andy Boone's projection that the Colts never play well against the Titans? Uh-oh.
And the Titans, I think that they'll just find a way to cover the spread.
13.5 is a lot of points, so we'll see. What do you think, Christopher?
I think the Colts are going to win this game by like 3 or more touchdowns because the Titans, they can't get anything done. Like Cam Ward not having a good year. Their receivers are all banged up because Ridley's out. Their defense is not good. And I just think this is going to be an easy win for the Colts.
Jonathan Taylor going to get a couple touchdowns?
Oh, yeah, I think he's going to have another hat trick.
Oof. That's good for my fantasy team. I'll take that. All right, we got Packers at Steelers, tonight's game. Packers 2.5 point favorites. I'm the only one on the Packers. I think this spread is too low. I am not a believer in the Steelers this year. Aaron Rodgers, he's playing well, but I think the Packers, now they got Christian Watson back. I think they're going to use Josh Jacobs a ton. Romeo Doubs and his Marvin the Martian helmet going to have a game. I think 2.5 is too low. Go Packers. No?
No. Rodgers, he's used to Green Bay, so I think the crowd won't not like him. I think they'll like him and cheer maybe.
Okay.
And I just think that the connection of Rodgers and Metcalf will be too much for the defense of the Packers.
Yeah, you don't believe in the Packers defense? Micah
No,
Parsons not going to get to Rodgers?
I think since it's Aaron Rodgers' return to Green Bay, I think he's going to put on a show and throw for like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns and just sling it to DK Metcalf. And I think the crowd is going to like it, like Zachary said.
All right, I'm picking this as my lock of the week. I like the Packers with 2.5. We shall see tonight. All right, last game, Monday night, Commanders at the Chiefs. Zachy, 11.5 point favorite, Chiefs. We all like Mahomes.
The Commanders, I think that they might be one of the worst teams this year because Jaden Daniels, he was so hyped up this year, but he's not really doing much.
Well, he hasn't played a few games, right?
Yeah, but also the the Chiefs are just good this year, and I think they'll just pull out the win.
Well, now they got their offense back. Everybody's healthy, right?
Yeah.
They've been rolling. Stop pulling that. Why do you like the Chiefs tonight, Christopher? Tomorrow night.
I think the Chiefs are gonna win because Jane Daniels is out, and the Chiefs has been on a really hot streak past couple games, and I think the Chiefs are gonna pull this one out by a lot. And yeah, I think the Chiefs defense is gonna step up this week.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I think the Chiefs are gonna win big here. I don't trust Mariota. I thought the Commanders were overrated coming into the season. I didn't think they were gonna challenge for the division. I know they've been hurt, but even with McLaurin back, not enough to match up with the Chiefs offense. And the Chiefs defense is really good too. So those are the picks of the week. Good luck, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you for week 9.